Peace guys and welcome to a new video. Today we're watching the 8th episode of Wednesday, which is also the last episode of the 4th season of Wednesday. Let's just jump straight into the movie. Lean back, kick your feet up, and let's go.
Bringing me out to the woods to confront me alone.
Who said I was alone?
Oh, yeah, she's not alone. She brought her friends. Which is awesome because I didn't even know she had them.
Father has been living his life in dread. Never really quite sure whether or not she had passed her condition on to you.
Oh. So, his mother was a high too, so it's passed down genetically. Okay.
No, don't leave me here with her, please! I'm begging you, please!
But it's actually like leaving her there. Like, they're not helping him, they're just leaving him with her. What the fuck?
Talk to her, Dad. She was my friend. We're in a police station. What's gonna happen?
He's gonna show that she's right?
What does it feel like?
What does what feel like?
To lose.
Damn!
The sound of their screams, panic in their eyes, and fear so primal I could taste it. And it was delicious.
Okay, so he's a willing participant. You fall for the bad guy. Welcome to the problem every main character has at some point. In a mystery or fantasy show.
Sort of psychic connection to the hide. I was curious to know if you've drawn anything recently that might shed some light on this situation.
Yeah, why? That's the other question that's still open. Why the fuck does Xavier have a psychic connection to the hide? That makes no sense for me, because he has nothing to do with Tyler whatsoever, and he doesn't show any other vision ability, you know what I mean?
Anytime I grow nauseous at the sight of a rainbow or hear a pop song that makes my ears bleed, I'll think of you.
Oh, that's actually kind of sweet. In her way, it's really sweet.
Not hugging is kind of our thing.
Come on, Wednesday, hug her. Oh, come on. You deserve the hug. Even if it's not your thing.
I thought that they weren't black. They were red.
Mr. Thornhill. And I was right again.
If you only hate outcasts, why is he killing normies as well?
They're just pawns in a bigger game.
Told you no one's that nice and actually being nice. I absolutely called it. Yes. Oh, it's not Tyler, it's Weems. I can't believe that I didn't call that. Well, now she finally knows the truth.
My name is
Oh my... Is she dying? Yeah, she totally is dying. But she just found out the truth. And I love the actress.
Crackstone's crypt, what the heck? Who are the Nightshades?
I love that she can actually, like, tell what he's saying. Like, Ajax obviously couldn't, and I could, like, say nothing except for the falling down that someone's dead. Like, that I got, but everything else was like, no. Especially, like, the crypt thing made no sense at all.
Well, I've got to help her. It's hive code.
I love that, like, she somehow actually managed to make friends, and really good friends. I love that.
I have a deja vu thing we got going on, huh?
Except I won't cry and whine like a child.
Ah, because she shackled him in the barn. Okay, I get it. At first I was like, huh? Are you talking about your date? Because she wasn't shackled then. Unless there was something we haven't seen.
Joseph Crackstone was a visionary dedicated to protecting normies from outcasts until his life was cut short by your ancestor, Goody Adams.
Yeah, but he also tried to kill a lot of, he also killed a lot of people by burning them, and he was an asshole. And I'm pretty sure racist, so... Sorry, I'm not on Joseph Crackstone's side. I just don't approve of people like that.
To Crackstone's mission. My brother died serving that cause. I decided to take a different approach. The supernatural.
They're hating the supernatural and the outcasts because they are supernatural. Now she's using supernatural to do something supernatural to fight the supernatural because she hates the supernatural. That makes no sense whatsoever. Like, none. That's really hypocritical. Like, she's really a hypocrite.
You can't wake the dead. Believe me, I've tried.
Why did you try? And how did you try? And now I want to see the story where she tried to wake the dead. Out. That's looked like it hurt. Of course she has a little knife in her shoe. Of course she does. I'm sorry, but why the fuck does this work? Like, a few body parts from a few dead people in jars, a little blood from an ancestor of the person who killed him, and a spell. That's all that's needed to bring him back to life. Like, not as a zombie person, but like as a legit person with mind and everything. I'm sorry, but for some reason that firstly feels a lot way too easy, and on the second hand, I don't get what's it that brings him back to life. Like, shouldn't there be like life for life thing? So she kills Wednesday to bring him back to life, like life essence for life essence or something. That would make more sense on a fantastical, supernatural basis, you know what I mean? This just feels like she brought him back from like nothing. Kinda. Why does he have magic now?
Now burn in the eternal fires of hell.
We'll see you there then. Why does he have magic now? Can someone explain? He didn't have magic before, right? Because otherwise, why would he want to eradicate the outcasts if he like hates the supernatural but is supernatural himself? That would make less sense than it already does. So, why does he have magic now? Can someone please explain it? Please explain it, because I really love that she didn't pull the knife out, but let it be in there. Let's stabilize it in there, because that's what you should do in such a case to not bleed out even faster. And I think that like Wednesday would absolutely love know that, and also have that knowledge in that moment and use it, and not just frantically tear the knife out. So I love that they actually let the knife stick in there, and her just having her hands around it to like stabilize it. I love that they like did that, because that's actually the right procedure, and Wednesday would totally know that.
Crackstone must be stabbed through his black heart. It is the only way he will be vanquished now and forever.
Is your spectral vision impaired? I'm dying.
Okay, first off, then if that's the only way he gets killed, then why didn't you do it then? Because like just stabbing him to his black heart is like kind of obvious. It's also how you kill a normal human being, and you should have done it then. Secondly, I love that she's like, is your spectral vision impaired? I'm dying.
It will allow me to pass through you and heal you.
Wait, what?
Just know once I do, you will never see me again.
Please, what? Wait. You're telling me that necklace conveniently allows a dead person, to pass through Wednesday and heal her when she's dying, and never came up before? That kind of seemed like the writers wrote themselves in a corner with the back to the wall. They just dug some hole to make it somehow make Wednesday come alive again. Like, that just... I don't know. It's kind of way too convenient and way too like, hey, here's a magic solution. We just created that, so there's a way for her to bring Wednesday back. Like, no, just no. That's pretty weird. Really weird. Also, I love that it's really just about the school right now. That kind of feels like Harry Potter, where like Voldemort could like conquer the whole world, but he was like really obsessed with Hogwarts. It's kind of the same thing. And you got brought back from the dead by a spirit, thanks to your amulet. And totally healed. Yeah, sure. Should I just go with it? I think I'm just gonna go with it, because otherwise I'm gonna like rant about it forever. So I'm deciding I'm just gonna go with it. Okay, I'm just gonna go with it. Fine.
It's happening.
She's totally wolfing out. Yes. Enid, how about you wolf out a little faster and come to Wednesday's aid? Because like I think in Wolfism you could actually have a chance against the Hyde. I have to say one thing. He's been a really good actor. Like I don't mean the actor, I actually mean the character Tyler. Like he's been a good actor. Like he's been pretty good at pretending like he's the innocent good guy, when actually he seems to be an asshole, and always seemed to be an asshole, considering that Xavier said that he and his friends were jerks. So he seemed to be an asshole earlier, and he's still an asshole, so I don't think he'd ever been a good guy in between. So he's been pretty good at pretending to be a good innocent guy. For him, like, actually being a jerk, like, the whole time, obviously. So he's not a bad actor. Enid, would you come save her, please? Yes! Hell yeah! It's obviously Enid because she still has purple hair.
What it means for my family.
Silence, woman!
Yeah, he's a sexist, religious, racist asshole. The fact that you're a woman doesn't make you, like, puts you on his list, probably just a little under the outcasts. On his hate list. Just saying. Also, she and her family, it means very much to them to destroy a school. They don't have like really big life plans, have they? Like she doesn't have really big goals and life plans. So she's like focusing everything she has on like one little school. There are probably tons of them everywhere in the country, world, and probably way more outcasts that don't even go to schools like that. Well, I hate to say it, but wouldn't have happened if Wednesday would have just, left. Enid is really good in her werewolf form for like, her just changing into it for the first time ever. Oh my god, that's so sweet! I'm sorry, but you're all supernatural beings and none of you decide to stay and fight. Like, I'm sorry, but you all together could probably hurt this dude really bad. Wednesday's facing him and she's only human, she doesn't have any powers. Enid fights the Hyde out there in the woods on her own. Like, you could, like, all of you are, like, blessed with powers. You could just unite against this thing and, like, probably kill him in moments. Just saying. Also, still really pissed that he got magic. It makes no sense whatsoever that he has magic. Why does he have magic all of a sudden? I don't get it. He is strictly a human. He died as strictly a human, right? So why does he have magic? Couldn't have gotten it from Wednesday's blood because Wednesday also doesn't have any magic. Except for her visions, but that's it.
Sorry, is this? Stay away from her!
And I find it like really funny that he was like, what kind of demon sorcery is this? And I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm asking myself about you, because you're obviously doing sorcery right now. Maybe you should ask that to yourself. Like, look at yourself first and ask yourself what kind of fucking sorcery you're doing, and then point at others. Oh, she's just getting stabbed all the time. She must love that. The sword just got shattered. Why the fuck does he have magic? Why the fuck does he have a staff that has magic? And why the fuck is he such a hypocrite that he, like, uses magic and then asks her what the fuck demon sorcery she is doing? Like, what? It makes no sense whatsoever. Okay, I should just leave it, because otherwise I'm gonna rant about it and I'm gonna, like, get really high blood pressure about it, because it's annoying me as hell. So, let's not focus on it anymore. Let's just enjoy. Why is he burning? I know that kind of looks cool, but I didn't like it when Voldemort died this way, and I don't like it that he dies that way. I just don't. I think bad villains should just like villains that like see themselves as better as everyone else. They kind of should just die as like everyone else to make like that point, that final point in death that like they are no different to everyone else. Like he just should fall down, be dead, just as Voldemort should have been in the Harry Potter movies. Like in that way, you would have made the point that like he was no different than anyone else. Like he wasn't better. He just died as everyone else.
Brought a gun to a sword fight. Probably the first smart decision you've made today.
I love that the bees come to aid. Like, yeah, Eugene by himself couldn't have done much, but like Eugene has like a really big connection with the bees, and then the bees come. It's probably like the worst thing I can imagine. Like, oh my god, this is kind of like my worst nightmare that she's living right now. But I absolutely love that like the whole bee thing paid off right now, and that we can actually see like Eugene can actually control, like he doesn't only have like a connection to the bees, but he can control the bees. Like that's his power. I absolutely love that. And I absolutely love that Eugene can come like himself alone, but he like brought his bees, because like alone he wouldn't have been much help, but with the bees, absolutely. Yes! Reunion! Woo! Enid and Wednesday reunion. Okay, I'm sorry. Now I shipped them. Maybe they're both not into girls, but I still shipped them. I'm sorry. Okay, but what happened with Thornhill? Because we saw that like Wednesday like hit her and everything went black, so she must have had her in her capture. But what happened with Thornhill then? Because we didn't see her body, we didn't like see her drag her out, we also didn't see her kill her, but we also didn't see her escape. So what the hell happened?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, so they're gonna become a thing in the next season probably, or keep becoming that, being that awkward thing between friends and relationship that they are, sexual attraction that they are. I'm watching you.
My very first stalker. Maybe this forced vacation will be more interesting than I imagined.
My very first stalker.
I know the suspense is killing you.
Yeah, it kinda is. So that was the last episode of the first season of Wednesday. I just read that there will be another season, which is awesome. Yeah, first of the open questions, what the fuck happened with Thornhill? Because we saw Wednesday like kicking her and then everything went black, but we don't know if she escaped. And if she escaped, how the fuck did she manage that? Or if she's dead, or if she's captured, and we didn't see her after that again. And now we saw Tyler in that van, so he's alive. At least that question just got answered. But like, he just hid it out, so he just became the hide. So is he gonna escape this whole thing? What will happen with him? Yeah, and who the fuck is sending Wednesday those messages and stalking her? Is it Thornhill again? Did she get away? I don't know. So we have a lot of questions still, and they're probably going to get answered in the next season. I'm definitely going to watch that season. Yeah, the show itself was pretty good. I mean, most stuff was really obvious, at least to me. Like, the whole Xavier thing, it was just way too obvious. So it was really obvious that he was not going to be the monster. And there were so many clues pointing to Tyler, and then in the end to Thornhill as Laurel, that it was kind of pretty obvious that like there was going to be something with them. So I totally called like Tyler being the monster and Thornhill being like Laurel. I totally called both of that. And like them working together. The whole resurrecting Crackstone thing was kind of weird. What the fuck? How did they resurrect him? Was that enough to resurrect him? Secondly, where the fuck did he get the magic from? It made no sense whatsoever. Where the fuck did he get the magic from? Like, he didn't have magic before. Wednesday doesn't have magic, so she can't have it from his blood. Where did he get the magic from? And why wasn't he pissed that he had magic and was resurrected with magic, since he hates the outcast and all everything supernatural? It made no sense whatsoever. I also didn't like how he died, that he died like in this special way, in the separate vapor or something, like Voldemort did in Harry Potter. Totally didn't like that. And yeah, the whole thing with like Goody healing Wednesday by going through her because of her amulet that doesn't only help her with the visions but also connects her to spirits, so Goody can go into her and heal her, came out of nothing. And really felt like the writers had backed themselves into a corner and were looking for some way to write themselves out of it and making up new rules. So that was really, really ridiculous, and I didn't like that. But everything else was really, really good. I absolutely loved Wednesday. Absolutely loved the humor. I loved the whole thing with them reanimating Thing in one of the episodes. It was like really emotional, even though it was just a hand. So yeah, it was a pretty good show. Yeah, I absolutely loved the humor and the pictures and everything, how it looked, except for the monster that really looked really, really funny. And I also love that Enid wolfed out at the end. Oh my god, I love that she wolfed out and like fought against the monster and like really wolfed out basically in the right moment to help her friend. It was like really good for her, like it really fit her character, that she like didn't wolf out before that for any selfish reasons or anything, but she really like wolfed out when her friend needed her. And I really like that because I think it really fit her character very well, that she would like not turn on in a wolf because of some other reason, but only because her friend needed her to turn into a wolf in that moment, and she needed the strength to protect her friend, more or less. So that was really, really fitting, I think, for her character, that was like the trigger to let her wolf out. I love that. And I'm sorry that my camera isn't focusing right now. It hates me. I don't know why, but it hates me right now. And I can't do anything about it because everything I do is not helping like a normal you would. That's weird. But yeah, that was the first season of Wednesday. I really liked it. I hope you liked it too. And then I hope I will see you in one of my next videos again. I'm also watching The Witcher. If you want to check that out, you can click over here. That's my whole playlist of all The Witcher videos I already made. And over here, you can click if you like Merlin. It's also some magic stuff. Really love Merlin, so you can click over there for all my videos to that show. Until then, bye guys!